man. It usually takes us a couple of times to get going.
Here we are with another episode, and I am excited, extremely excited, with an old friend of ours, Mr. David Eason, and we are happy to have him here, aren't we, Dustin, today?
Oh yeah. We did have to sign the contract up front that Trent would not chase David.
I would not harass him like I did years ago.
How long? You told me earlier, and I didn't realize this, but it was.
I met David about 20 years ago. He came through Taco Bell drive-thru.
I remember that.
He didn't have a beard then, and I think there was music playing or something. He said, "Hey, I got a band. We're playing at so-and-so church next week. Come out." Well, I couldn't make it. Well, then my grandmother called and said, "Hey, the week after next, we're having this band come. We really want you to come hear them or whatever." Well, of course, me and Dustin were like, "Yeah, we'll go, I guess." Didn't have nothing else to do. And there, sure enough, that was my friend that I met at Taco Bell. And it's rock and roll Christian band, basically.
Yeah, Trent was like, "Man, you need to check this guy out. He's got a Van Halen guitar." And
I'm like, the drum set it goes on forever. So it was pretty cool, man. I don't know if you remember that day at Taco Bell.
I do remember that day.
Yes.
Because you were way up here. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
and you still are.
I'm still way down here.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks all for having me. I appreciate it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, I was thinking on the way before we did this, I was thinking, I almost say the band you played in, the music you did in this town broke a barrier. I almost want to say y'all were like the first people, like you and your music and stuff, first person that's not ever heard anything like that. I mean, I really do. Don't you agree, Doug? I mean, it was next level. I mean,
we went to it and we were, expecting one thing, I guess, and we're like, "Oh my gosh!" So then we started following them around.
Yeah, we started following you around all the time, and it was like, "Man, this is great."
It was 3 guys, and they were just, man, the bass was thumping. It was.
Oh yeah, your brother was on the bass, and then you had Daniel on the drums with his. I still remember he had his computer chair or something he'd play in, and he'd spin around. And what I was gonna say is, I remember you used to come out. The coolest thing was, I mean, we're kids here. I was like 16 or 17. We're kids.
Oh, I feel old.
Oh no, you're not old. No, I didn't even know you feel old. Listen. It was like Elvis Presley at church.
Oh,
listen, Leonard Skinner at church with Elvis singing.
I could throw up in my mouth. I can't be compared to
No, listen. You used to have your guitar come out from the back.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, and you'd come out, and
Right
then Daniel kicking in the drum, and it was like the greatest thing in church ever. I mean, it was like, sure enough, live music in church.
I don't know what made us. We're just having fun. Having fun.
We're like, he's wireless.
Yeah. That's the first time we'd ever seen wireless.
We heard the guitar, and then the guy came from the back door.
Yeah. Like, oh man, look at their equipment.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun though. We really did.
Well, David,
I really don't know what to say.
it's fine, no, man. How'd you get started? And I mean, you write music, you play music, you serve the Lord. It seems I see on Facebook you're still in church,
yes, sir.
serving the Lord, playing music. So how'd you get started in all this?
Okay, if you'll bring me that right quick, babe, and I'll just make it short.
No, man.
I started the first time my daddy played. He played guitar growing up in church, and just one little show and tell. This is a 59 silver tone hollow body with a cutaway. It still works, but it don't stay in tune, and it hums and it buzzes and all that. So I never use it. But anyway, this is the first guitar I've ever held, and that bottom string was actually where I started learning how to play. My daddy had an old Chet Atkins 8-track.
Oh, Chet Atkins, man, yes.
Oh, man.
Christmas volume edition record on that 8-track, and I would listen to that, and I would try to make that. And I just tried to listen to what he was doing, which now, no doubt, I can't play by Chet Atkins. That's kind of where I got started, realizing that hey, I can do some stuff with this. So I think the Lord just took that and gave it to me and blessed
He
it.
moved on with it. He's still using that talent today. That's awesome. And then now you also write songs. How many songs have you wrote?
I've only written like a couple, and actually I've co-written. I've never written a song by myself. The best I can remember was me and Daniel Strong
Right.
wrote the song Supernatural Hero.
That is a great
And
song.
another couple of songs that we wrote together. Mikey was the one who he wrote some songs on his own, and then we had some songs that some other guys had written that we were able to record and go out and play.
That's right. You released the album at one time. I remember that, and that was cool. It was all good. I remember thinking, it gets.
We had a copy of it.
Oh, we had a copy. I remember burning it to my computer, listening, playing video games, listening to it. I don't know, one of my favorites on there was, of course, Supernatural Hero.
Yeah.
The Storm was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
It was like the storm.
That was a fun song to play, and it had a powerful message behind it.
Oh, Lord. The part where he says, here says this man that reached out for his hand, the very Son of God is standing next to me. I believe it had something like that.
Yeah.
That was a great, powerful lyrics.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And y'all had Joey Laycock.
Yeah.
The lead
Joey
on it.
Laycock, and I choked up talking about Joey.
Yeah,
man.
He meant so much to
Yeah.
everybody in Tuscaloosa and around our area. But yeah.
To have him play on that album makes it more
Oh my
valuable.
God. And you know, we tried to pay him, and he wouldn't take a dime. And
Really?
that really let me know. We all know what kind of man Joey is.
Man,
and
he had-
really stepped it up and helped us out. The record wouldn't have been what it was, I don't think, if Joey hadn't
Joey had a heart of
his
gold.
heart into it.
I think he'd get the shirt off his back. I remember the day that we found out. I couldn't believe it. I thought
Yeah.
it was
One thing
sad.
I'd like to say about Joey, if I was an Eskimo and he was selling ice cubes, he could sell it.
Oh,
to
That's what I
yes,
was
Lord,
He
yes.
said, man, look, you just need to play this guitar. You can buy this, and man, I'd be like,
Well, he made it sound. He'd come in, he'd go in the store, and he'd be like playing something. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, this right here is what I was using." Then you buy it and I'll be like,
And it don't work.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
You remember when he picked up the banjo in front of us? I really can't play. And then all of a sudden he started tearing the banjo. I was like, man, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know how to play. And he burned it up, and he's like, price tag flipped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. He was a salesman. But
You worked there for a little while.